Welcome to The Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. My good people, I hope I find you well. Right, I just thought I'd give you an update pertaining the president's visit to the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe today. Most people are just throwing things all over, but once I hear something like that, I always want to verify with the players and the correct sources as to the reason for his visit. The reason for the president's visit has been enlightened, and it has been stated that there's a gentleman. The name, I cannot pronounce it properly. It's a Polish name, that's all I can say. He's Wojciech Malusewski. He's the IMF mission chief. He visited Zimbabwe just this month for him to have a look at what deposits we had within the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. So the president, because of that, he had been pressured to go and make a physical inspection of the gold that we've got in stock within the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. IMF, the International Monetary Fund, they granted us a staff monitored program proposal, which we are needing to have to consider. So once that is considered, it is going to help us with what we call the economic health checks and the economic health building program. So this monitored program is going to be managed by the IMF mission chief for Zimbabwe, who I said is Malusewski. This man was assigned to Zimbabwe in 2023. Let me tell you, things were not well, things are still not well in Zimbabwe, and this has all been highlighted and has been put now on public domain. First and foremost, Zimbabwe has been instructed by the IMF under the monitored staff program, which is headed by the IMF mission chief Malusewski, that they have got to stop, number one, to the printing of money. Number two, there's requirements that have been set, and these requirements are two. Number one of the two requirements is we need now to hold the liquidity position so tight that money doesn't just go out the way it has been going. As you know, you would see things just being signed and people being granted money from the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. A lot of stories have been aligned with people like Kudata Gwirei and other players just going to the Reserve Bank to ask for money. But now, under the IMF monitored program, this has now been commanded or instructed to be halted. So they are now going to hold tightly the positions of the liquidity of our money. Number two, there's no more monetary financing to the government. Government programs are no longer just supposed to be given money from the Reserve Bank direct, as was being done now. Now everything that needs to happen because of the liquidity tightening positions under the watchful eye of Malusewski, this staff monitored program is going to lock a lot of angles and corners that were being shortcut. So that was the main reason. In fact, that was the reason why the president was so pressured now to have to go to the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe to make the physical inspection of the gold reserves. Right, listen to this. Zimbabwe is sitting on 21 billion debt pile. Since 1999, Zimbabwe is sitting on $21 billion debt pile, and this debt needs to be addressed. It needs to be settled. That henceforth the program has been set, which is a staff monitored program under the very same person that I said, Malusewski. So he has been, like I said, in Zimbabwe since 2023. But now the program is just being proposed. It's about to be approved. They were just inspecting and making sure that everything is in its rightful position. We are out of all the global financial markets. That should be known to everyone. And since then, we have defaulted in paying off our debts from since 1999. Henceforth, the debt has continued to accrue. Right now, like I said, we are sitting on 21 billion US in debt. This is a lot of debt for a small country like Zimbabwe. 21 billion is a lot of debt. Surely we need to do something about it. Right. Now we've got a position. Once we are allowed back into the program, we need to fight to complete the program successfully. We don't need to make sure that we don't need to say we start the program, then we fail midway through. And for this to happen, you are going to see that there's now going to be a push for Zimbabwe to stop trading in US dollars. And we are now going to be forced to start to use the ZiG, or to make ZiG our national currency. Listen to this. It's coming very soon. It's going to be on public domain very soon. Just listen to what I'm telling you. Very soon, the US dollar is going to evade the public market. And we are now going to be pushed to be using ZiG, because the IMF is putting pressure on Zimbabwe to make them officiate the ZiG, because of the claim that we have always said the ZiG is backed by the gold within the Reserve Bank. Henceforth, we have been now forced to go to the Reserve Bank to make physical inspection and make sure that our values are matching the claims that we have had. You will see news will start to come about the loopholes that have been coming, that have been there and have been manipulated at the change of currencies. Remember, we have had an attempt on 6 different currencies to try and make sure that we have got our own currency. It is during the transfer of jumping from one currency to the other where money was being stolen or looted out. And now all this is under the eagle eye of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. Zimbabwe has reached out now to South Africa for help in getting its debt reworked under what they call the Group of 20 Common Framework. South Africa has got to step up to stand with Zimbabwe, because whatever happens in Zimbabwe economically also affects South Africa economically. I would need sort of like a separate time to explain how this works. Every challenge that Zimbabwe goes through, South Africa is directly impacted by whatever is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. So this time Zimbabwe has reached out to South Africa for help in getting its own debt to be reworked under the Group of 20 Common Framework. The Group of 20 Common Framework, I will explain about it in the next chapter. Right. We have accepted that we definitely, as Zimbabwe, need to revive our economy, which has been wrecked by years of mismanagement. Even the president is uttering the same thing, that our economy has been wrecked by years of mismanagement. We have changed governor after governor after governor, each one trying to bring in their own monetary policy and still failing to change. We have seen from the time of Dr. Mangunja, we have seen the people like the current sitting, all of them, they are trying, but it hasn't worked. But this time, the IMF is pressing the break button to say, we are not moving until this is addressed. What we have been asked is, we are so stoked with hyperinflation and currency collapse every time we try to implement our own currency of trade. Henceforth, we end up going or reverting back to the US dollar. ZiG was the 6th attempt at creating our own functional unit of dollar. So because of that, it has been failing, but at this point in time, IMF is holding very tight to say we are not supposed to move to the next currency, but instead they are pushing Zimbabwe that they have to work out to prove that ZiG is surely backed by the gold claims that we say we have. So when you look at it today, you will hear news and other people reporting from other different corners the reason why the sitting president has gone to Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. It is because of the pressure from the IMF. But besides all of that, it is also noted that there's been a bit of progress in trying to put all of this right. So Maliswesky, the IMF chief mission for Zimbabwe since 2023, wants the ZiG to be established as the fully fledged currency within the Zimbabwean nation. So he's pushing that we need that ZiG to be the fully fledged currency of our nation. Right now, there's going to be tightening of our programs pertaining to how money moves, how money is traded at the very same time, how money is loaned out, how money is borrowed out. All that is now under serious scrutiny and serious check because of the staff monitored program. What the staff monitored program, how it works, it means to say the IMF will be needing full access to the Reserve Bank to say every time they want to visit the Reserve Bank, they don't need to be putting in applications for them to they have got direct access to see that everything that is banked is going in line with the paperwork that they are holding. In that process, we are now moving from US dollar to ZiG. So, to those people with US dollar, you have got to know that the game is about to change. Either you hold on to it because ZiG is coming back and is now being pushed to be the official trade currency of Zimbabwe. I don't know what's your take on that. Can we move back to ZiG or can we still continue with the US dollar? The IMF wants to work with Zimbabwe. The IMF wants to loan monies to Zimbabwe as they have been doing way before 1999. Remember, it is in 1999 that everything went down. And from ever since then to current, we are sitting on 21 billion US dollars in debt. How are we going to settle that? Only with the help of South Africa. So South Africa is going to be invited into this because they are somewhat indirectly implicated to the challenges that's in Zimbabwe. That's how politics work. So this challenge needs to be addressed. What's your take on Zimbabwe going back to ZiG and officiating it as our local currency? Let me hear it in the comment section. And what's your take?